Hello friend, in the previous lecture we had seen the data types and control statements in Java. Hope that all topics are understood by you. So next topic is literals in Java. A constant value which can be assigned to the variable is called the literal, or we say that a fixed value can be assigned to the variable is nothing but the literal. Literals are number, text, or anything that represent a value. For example, int var equal to 20. Here int is the data type, var is a variable name, and 20 is a constant value, or we say that the literal. Then types of literals in Java. There are 5 types of literals can be seen in Java. These are mentioned in this figure. The first is the integral literals, second floating point literal, third character literal, fourth string literal, and fifth boolean literal. The integral literals. For the integral data types like byte, short, int, long, the following are various way to specify literal value. Decimal literals. The allowed digits are 0 to 9. For example, int x equal to 10. Next type is the octal literals. The allowed digits are 0 to 7. The literals value should be prefixed with 0. For example, int x equal to 0, 1, 0. That means in the octal literal, the starting digit is always 0. The next type is the hexadecimal literal. The allotted digits are 0 to 9, or small a to small f, or capital A to capital F. For the extra digit, we can use both uppercase as well as lowercase letters. This is one of the few places where the Java language is not the case sensitive. Literals value should be prefixed with 0 small x or 0 capital X. For example, int x equal to 0 small x 10, or we also declare like int x equal to 0 capital X 10. Both are equivalent to each other. These are only possible way to specify the integral literals. So next, which of the following are valid declaration of the variable or not? So suppose int x equal to 10. So this is the valid declaration of the literal. Now next, int x equal to 066. This is also the valid declaration. Now next, int x equal to 0786. So here the compile time exception will be occur because the integer number is too large and 8 is not allowed here because it is the octal number. Now next is the int x equal to 0xFACE. It is also the valid declaration. Next, int x equal to 0xBER. It gives the compile time error. R is a not valid. Now next, x equal to 0xB small ea. This is also the valid declaration. Note that by default every literal is of int type, integer type, but we can specify explicitly as long type by suffixing with 1 or capital L. For example, int I equal to 10. Suppose I write int I equal to 10 L. So compile time exception will be occur. Possible loss of precision found. Long required int. So long L equal to 10L or long L equal to 10. Note that there is no way to specify that the integral literals is of the byte or short type explicitly. If we are assigning the integral literal to byte variable, that integral literal is within the range of the byte, then it treat as a byte literal automatically. Similarly, short literals also. For example, byte b equal to 10. Suppose I write byte b equal to 130, then it will give the compile time exception. Possible loss of precision. The second type is the floating point literal. Every floating point literals are by default double type, and hence we cannot assign directly to the float type. But we can specify explicitly floating point literal is of the float type by suffixing with F or capital F. Sorry. We can specify the floating point literal explicitly as a double type by suffixing with small d or capital D. For example, float f equal to 123.456. It will give the compile time error, possible loss of precision. Now suppose we declare this variable like that, f equal to 123.456 capital small f, then it will be allowed. Suppose the variable double d equal to 123.456, then we declare this variable like that, double d equal to 123.456d. Note that we can specify floating point literal only in decimal form. We cannot specify in octal and hexadecimal form. That means floating point literals only are in the decimal form. For example, double d equal to 123.456 is the valid declaration. Now next one is the double d equal to 0x 123.456. It is not the valid declaration because we cannot specify the octal value or hexadecimal value to the floating point literal. We can assign the integral literal directly to the floating point data type, and that integral literal can be specified either in the decimal form or octal form or a hexadecimal form. But we cannot assign floating point literal directly to the integral types. So for example, int I equal to 123.456, it will give the compile time exception. Double d equal to 1.2e3, it will be give the output 1200. We can specify the floating point literal even in scientific form also. So double d equal to 1.2e3, float f equal to 1.2e3, it give the compile time exception because it does not give any exponential form or scientific form in the floating point value. Suppose float f equal to 1.2e3, this is also give the error. So boolean type, next is the boolean type literal. That only possible value for the boolean data types are true and false. Which of the following the valid boolean declaration? So here boolean b equal to 0, it will give the compile time exception, that is incompatible type. Suppose we declare boolean b equal to true, then it also not find the symbol because it is the string and it is incompatible. Suppose we assign boolean b equal to true into the double quotation mark, then it also give the compile time error because it is the string and it is included into the double quotation mark, and here it is the capital T. So boolean b equal to small letter true is a valid declaration of the boolean literal. Boolean b equal to false, this is also the valid declaration. Next is the char literal. A char literal can be represented as a single character within a single quote. For example, char c equal to into the single quote a. Now next, char c equal to a is the invalid. Suppose char c equal to c in single quote ab, it is also invalid. A char literal can be represented as an integral literal with which represent Unicode of that character. We can specify the integral literal either in decimal form or octal form or hexadecimal form, but allowed range is 0 to 65535. For example, character C equal to 97. So when we print that value of C, then it will be give the ASCII value of 97, that is A. A 97 is the ASCII value of A. So it will be give the output A. Suppose char C equal to 65535. It will be also the valid declaration. Suppose char C equal to 65536, then it will be give the compile time exception. The char literal can be represented in Unicode representation, which is nothing but /u xxxx 4-digit hexadecimal number. So for example, C equal to /u 0061. So when we print that value of C, then it will be give the output A. So next one is the string literals. Any sequence of character within the double quotes is called as the string literals. Suppose for example, string name equal to topper skills in the double quotation. So this is the string literals. To work with the string literal, you need to use the string or string buffer or string builder class object in Java. So friend, this string buffer, what is the string buffer, what is the string builder, or how to use the string, that are when we start the programming, then we had seen all of these classes of object in Java. So these all are the types of literals. Literals is nothing but the constant. Hope student all of you understand this point. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.